Here's some food for thought when you're distraught and craving common sense. Call the super sleuth of all things food, consuming evidence. Consuming evidence.
A battle over the breadbasket brews as people take sides, either for or against the grain. I'm registered dietitian Carolyn O'Neill for Best Food Facts. Let's examine the evidence about consuming wheat and other grains that contain the protein gluten. It's a fact that those with celiac disease or a gluten sensitivity must avoid gluten found in foods that contain wheat, rye, barley, and oats not certified gluten-free. But here's where the dialogue diverges. There's a growing voice in the public conversation that says even those without celiac disease or a gluten intolerance should be avoiding most grains. Popular diet books today are particularly critical of wheat as a culprit in rates of obesity and degenerative brain diseases such as Alzheimer's. Nothing could be further from the truth, according to nutrition experts who point out that carbohydrate foods such as grains provide glucose, the preferred fuel for the brain. And Centers for Disease Control and Prevention researchers project that if Americans eliminated enriched and whole grains, their diets would be extremely low in folic acid and iron, with shortages of B vitamins. It's true that the number of people with a sensitivity to gluten is rising with better diagnostic testing, but nutrition experts agree there's no evidence that gluten-containing grains pose any health risks for the rest of the population.
We know through research that whole grains are good for us. They're good for heart health, they're good for digestive health, and they're helpful for weight control too. So they're really part of the solution and not part of the problem. And we can't really attribute increasing rates of obesity or brain health problems to increased consumption of wheat because we're actually eating less wheat today than we were decades ago.
I do want to add, those that get on the gluten-free bandwagon to lose weight may be disappointed to know that they can consume just as many or even more calories when eating gluten-free foods. After all, gluten-free chocolate chip cookies are still chocolate chip cookies you need to enjoy in moderation. Learn more on this topic at bestfoodfacts.org. Real nutrition wisdom comes from consuming evidence. Feeding you the facts, I'm registered dietitian Carolyn O'Neill.
Consuming evidence.